Hi everyone. So I will be doing a very extensive test today. This video is going to be kind of long, and so what I want to do is I want to figure out which is the best AF settings for basically autofocusing, right? Is it going to be single, continuous, even manual? And as you know, there's a movie setting in the camera. It's called movie AF mode. Well, there's a lot of movie settings, right? But there's a movie AF mode, which is area multi, and I'm going to definitely check into that. So the purpose of this long video is to just have more than a few seconds, maybe a few minutes of continuous video on certain settings. Things like autofocus, single with face, which actually is autofocus continuous, and so forth. Right now I'm doing 1/60th of a second, f2.8, exposure compensation on 0, ISO 200. It's going to be, that's manual. All the shots are going to be manual actually. It has an ending lens. The ending lens is cool. It gives me approximately 3 stops, almost 3 stops of cutting out the light, and that allows me to be at 2.8. Right now on AFM, right, manual focus, and you shouldn't be seeing any focus hunting. If you've been following my channel for the last whole year, basically almost a year, using the X100F, you know that sometimes I'll talk a little bit about my frustrations with the autofocus. And of course, as you know, there's going to be a new firmware in December. Hopefully that it's going to give you and us a better algorithm, hopefully the same algorithm that the XE3 will have, as well as maybe 4K, who knows. I know the X Pro 2 will have 4K, and you never know if that's going to happen, or the algorithm, but there's going to be some improvement. This is the ultimate video that talks about the autofocusing system in terms of samples from the X100F. Okay, nowhere on the internet, well, nowhere on YouTube you'll find examples of autofocusing in different settings, and this is it. This is what you are probably looking for. Hopefully we'll discover a couple of things together. Again, this is October of 2017, so we haven't reached the next firmware that's coming up in December. All right, so let's start the test. All right. Okay, so this is the first test, and we have movie settings, movie AF mode area. Well, the movie settings, right? You go to movie settings, and then movie AF mode, and that would be area. This is AF S for single. So before I started, I pressed the shutter button halfway to focus to my face. The rectangle is right here, right there. Okay. So this is 1/60th of a second, f2.8 minus 0.3 exposure compensation, ISO 200. So it looks like if I move here, I'm still probably in focus, because I don't see, I'm using the small HD if I'm not looking at the camera directly, and I'm trying to see if there's any hunting this way. This is one of the problems with this camera. It loves to hunt, and I'm wondering if it's in AFS mode with movie AF mode area. That's a lot of things to remember. Will it be hunting? Doesn't look like it, but I can't tell. The only way I'm going to tell is if I'm back home and checking that out. I'm going to move out of the way again over here, completely out of frame. Looks like I'm not Right, like I said, I'm using the small HD to see if there's any peaking. It looks like there's peaking definitely on my arm and my buttons, and it looks like my eyes too. Yeah, it seems to be focused in this plane. Definitely. If I go back, probably not going to be, yeah, I'm not going to be in focus. Definitely not in focus here. But if I come up, I should be in focus here. Okay. Oh, by the way, the clip, found another use for it. It's nice to hold the papers because it would start blowing away. It does. There it is. It's going. Hold it there. Okay, I'm going to try another setting right now. Alright, so this is AFS, and this time it's in movie AF mode, multi. And I didn't say this before, but there's no face recognition. So I half pressed the button before I start it, and there is no square anymore because it's probably trying to, there's multiple areas where it could, I guess, focus, but not in this AFS mode. Doesn't look like it. Again, I'm trying to see if there is any focus hunting, and that's one thing that this camera is notorious. Another thing that I haven't mentioned is that I'm using the Video Micro, which is an awesome tool. I'm going to change, let's see. Well, the cool thing about the small HD is that I can easily see if I'm if my face is exposed right, and it looks like it's great. Seems like over here it's clipped, and audio sounds okay. So if I move back, of course I'm going to be out of focus. I'm not sure if there is any difference between AFS, multi, and area for the movie AF mode. Let me get close up again here. One of the things that I noticed also in the XT2 was that it would also focus hunt. So far it doesn't look like it's focus hunting. It's possible that it's not doing that because it's in AFS mode, single shot. Alright, we're going to try another mode right now. Okay, now we have AFS. Oh, wait a minute. Actually, the camera on the body is AFS, but because I put, and it's also movie AF mode is in multi, but because I put it in face recognition, now it's in AFC mode automatically. And that's probably because it wants to make sure that it's trying to recognize my face. And right now the square is in my face, but it's really trying very hard to find me. Really, really hard. Right there, there's a square again. It looks like it's doesn't look like it's completely focused. Oh, there it is. It found me. Now the question is it focus hunting? Definitely if I walk, I can see that the square is still on my face. I don't know, I can't tell from this distance if it is focusing on, if it's focused. I'm gonna walk over here, like right there. Now it's focused on me. I'm going to be here for a little while just to see if it's focus hunting or not. Definitely it is worth the time. Now I'm going to go over here. I see it. The square is on my face. Okay, now I'm going to get closer. And so far it doesn't look like it's... Yeah, it's focus hunting. I can tell now. And the only reason why I can tell is that the trees get a little bit of red. Just because it's trying to figure out what's going on. It's going to be very interesting to see how that works. Alright, we're going to turn it off. I'm going to do a different setting. Okay, so this time we have AFS, and it's movie AF mode is in area, face recognition, and the camera, physically the camera is in AFS, but the camera moved it to AFC, continuous autofocusing, because it's probably thinking, hey, you want the face, so thus we want to make sure you are in focus. So one of the issues that I've had over the last year with this camera, the X100F, and also with the X-T2, again, is the focus hunting. And definitely it seems to be focused perfectly to my face, and it's a little bit hard to tell if it's focus hunting or not in the small HD. Sometimes I can see the trees, definitely if I move over. It's going to try to focus on my face. Here, it's focused on my face. Definitely not a problem. I know that when there are trees behind me, I know the X100F struggles a bit. Even inside the car. If I'm inside the car, I also get like focus hunting. And I'm taking my time just in case, giving a lot of time so that I can figure out which mode would probably be the best. It's kind of weird that it's not focus hunting as much as I remember it. And this is not really the same location that I'm usually at, but I figured that I would change it up today. And let me get far, like right here. I know it's the frame is on me, and definitely I don't know. I won't be able to tell until I get home if it's focus hunting or not. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Definitely I'm going to figure out if it is doing that focus hunting or not. Alright, there it is. There's that focus hunting that I'm looking for. It was right here on this tree. What I'm doing is, on the focus peaking, this tree right there, it gets to be focused, even though I'm the subject. Okay, I'm going to try something else. Okay, so I'm now doing AFC on the hardware, and I can see that it is filming AFC, and multi. On movie AF mode, it's multi. So in this mode, I've been using a little more, a little bit more than usual. I have noticed it does do some focus hunting, but we'll find out. I'm gonna give it maybe a minute or two. This is the mode that I think gives me a better shot, but I'm not sure. I mean, Right now I'm still in focus. Focus peaking looks good. There's there's focus on the trees, and it says that I'm also in focus. Right there. Right there it says I am in focus. Let's see if any of the trees, and again, I'm looking at the small HD, not here with you guys, and that's just, you know, I'm trying to observe what's going on, and it's pretty interesting to see that. Would be interesting, maybe the small HD would be like adjacent to it or something, next to it. But so far so good. That looks pretty good actually. Okay, no focus hunting whatsoever. Well, none that I can tell. Right there I'm in focus. Looks like I am in oh, the tree is in focus. Now the tree over here, where is it? Over there. The tree over here is in focus. And I don't think I'm in, well, the tree is in focus, but I don't think I'm in focus. There we go. I'll try something else. So we're doing AFC area, well AFC, right, on the hardware, on the X100F, and the movie settings, movie AF mode, is area. Now the movie AF mode area, it has a box. It does have a box in the center, because if there's another person behind the camera, they can move the cursor. So if I move out of the way, I should not be the subject anymore. And of course, if I move with the joystick, if I move it, in the box, almost there. Let me raise it up a little more. Let me raise it up one. There. So now we're here. So right here, I'm in the box. So the box is right here, sort of. Maybe right here. Box is right there. The box doesn't seem like you can adjust the size of the box. So it's going to be interesting to note if I'm in focus or not. I can't tell from this distance, and right now I'm about, easily 10 feet, probably, right? I'm gonna step back and see if it still recognizes my face. Let's see. Let's move over here, and I think, I can't tell. Right there I am, and you shouldn't be seeing so much this tree being in focus, like really seriously moving back and forth, and then somehow not focusing on the subject, which is inside that frame, which is right there. Okay, that's a long time for AFC on the hardware and movie AF mode area. Okay, we're going to try probably one or two more. We're definitely going to try manual. Okay, here we go. Okay, I am back. Well, it turns out that AFM, right, which is the manual mode, there is no movie AF mode. There is no autofocus, and that makes sense because I'm in manual mode. I got this app over here. Let's see what it's called. It's called Simple DOF, or Depth of Field. Kind of like it. It has a nice graphic. You can barely see it there probably. But anyway, very easy. I have it at, so right now it's 1/60th of a second, f11. Negative it's -1 exposure compensation, and ISO 200. Let me see if I can change that. I don't think I can. Yeah, I didn't think so. The only way I can change it, maybe, I can't do that either. I can't change the ISO. I can probably change, yes, the F. Let's do 9. Yeah, that's a little better exposed. Let's do 9. So let's focus again. That's one other thing. You can't refocus like, what do they call that? Where they punch in to focus. It says 5 feet, so 5 feet is about there. Let me change this to F9. So at F9, so we're at 1/60th of a second, F9. Exposure compensation now is at -0.3, which is better. ISO 200. In this app, it says that at 5 feet, which is, this is approximately 5 feet, it says depth of field, the acceptable focus is 3 feet 3 inches. It's about 3 feet 3 inches, all the way up to 10 feet almost. So I can probably be this close to it, and that's kind of acceptable. Well, let's say that's 5 feet almost. So 10 feet is probably somewhere around here. Easily. So supposedly I'm still in focus. So let's talk about, oh, and another thing too, you know, because I'm using the f-stop at 9, I'm not using the ND lens. All right, so we're going to talk about the conclusion soon. But this experiment was wasn't about exposure. This test was more about the focus hunting, which is the best mode. And yes, the best mode is probably going to be manual. So hopefully, in the update, the firmware update that's coming up in December of 2017, there's going to be a surprise in there. The algorithm that the X100F has, maybe that algorithm will be in this camera, or maybe in the following firmware after that. Of course, it would be nice to have 4K, but at the moment, some people are saying it is. I don't believe that. None of the rumors say that that's going to occur, only for the X Pro 2. That's it. I will be seeing you later. Goodbye.